Did you ever wonder what it would be like to walk with gods? In ancient times, people believed they did just that. Imagine a world where the divine and mortal realms were not separate entities, but coexisted, intermingling and influencing each other. This was an era where the extraordinary was ordinary, where the lines between myth and reality were blurred. The dawn of divine coexistence, as we've come to call it, was an epoch of remarkable intertwining between humans and gods. Ancient civilizations, from the fertile plains of Mesopotamia to the sun-kissed banks of the Nile, from the lofty peaks of Olympus to the misty fjords of Scandinavia, believed in the existence of powerful deities. These gods did not sit on high, detached from the world of mortals. Instead, they walked among the people, sharing in their joys and sorrows, their triumphs and tribulations. These deities were not just abstract concepts of faith, but tangible beings who interacted with the world. They shaped the course of rivers, brought rains to parched lands, blessed the people with bountiful harvests, and sometimes they even took human form. The gods were seen as the givers of all things good and protectors against all things evil. They were the ones who instilled justice and order, who laid down the laws of nature and society, and who bestowed upon humans the gifts of knowledge, skill, and art. This belief in divine coexistence permeated every aspect of life. It influenced their laws, their arts, their architecture, and even their wars. Every victory was a blessing from the gods, and every defeat a sign of their displeasure. This belief shaped their lives, their cultures, and their destinies. It was a time when the mortal and divine realms were not separate, but intertwined in a dance as old as time itself. And though that dance may have changed its rhythm over the centuries, the music still echoes in the myths, legends, and histories that have come down to us from that fascinating era of divine coexistence. Imagine encountering a god on your daily walk. For our ancestors, this was a part of their reality. The ancient world was vibrant with divine encounters, where mortals and gods crossed paths, influencing each other's destinies. These meetings were not restricted to a single culture or continent, but were a universal phenomenon echoing across the globe from the Greek islands to the Norse fjords. The Greek pantheon was known for its active involvement in human affairs. The gods often appeared in disguise, interacting with mortals in the most unexpected of ways. Take the example of Zeus, the king of gods, known for his numerous earthly escapades. He would often shapeshift into various forms, from a swan to a golden shower, to interact with humans. Then we have the Norse gods, who were equally active in mortal lives. Thor, the god of thunder, was known to travel the human world, protecting it from giants. He was a friend to humans, often sharing their mead and tales. Loki, the trickster god, was another frequent visitor to the mortal realm, involving humans in his mischievous schemes. These divine encounters were often more than mere chance meetings. They represented a deeper connection between humans and gods, a bond rooted in shared experiences and mutual influence. The gods were not distant, unreachable entities, but were part of the everyday life of ancient people. But it wasn't all pleasant. These meetings could also be testing times for mortals. Gods often posed challenges or riddles to humans, testing their wisdom, courage, and character. Those who succeeded were rewarded, while those who failed faced divine wrath. These encounters were pivotal moments, often marked by blessings or challenges. They shaped human destinies and left an indelible mark on their societies and cultures. Today, they remain frozen in time, captured in the vivid tales and myths that have been passed down through generations, reminding us of a time when the divine was just a step away. To communicate with the gods, humans constructed sacred spaces. This became a defining characteristic of ancient civilizations. These sacred spaces, often temples, sanctuaries, or natural landmarks, were seen as bridges to the heavens, a tangible link between the human and divine realms. The architecture of these temples was a testament to human devotion and ingenuity. From the towering ziggurats of Mesopotamia to the grand temples of Greece, each structure was meticulously crafted, embodying the essence of the deity it honored. They were adorned with intricate carvings and sculptures, each telling a story of the gods and their interactions with humanity. But these sacred spaces were more than just places of worship. They were the epicenters of their communities, a place where the divine and mortal worlds intertwined. It was here that rituals were performed and offerings made in the hope of gaining favor with the gods. These rituals ranged from the daily offerings of food and drink to elaborate festivals that could last for days. One such ritual was the act of animal sacrifice. A widespread practice in many ancient cultures, it was believed that the gods would be pleased by the offering of a life and in turn bestow blessings upon the community. This practice, while foreign to our modern sensibilities, was a crucial part of their relationship with the divine. Prayers were another essential part of these rituals. They were the words spoken by the faithful, the pleas and praises that rose from the temples and reached the ears of the gods. Through these prayers, humans sought divine intervention, asking for guidance, protection, or simply expressing their gratitude. These rituals and sacred spaces were the means by which the ancient people sought to maintain a connection with their gods. It was their way of making sense of the world around them, of seeking comfort in the belief that they were not alone, that the gods were with them, guiding their path. These places and rituals were their bridge to the divine. They were the physical and spiritual links that bound humanity to the gods, a testament to an era when the heavens and earth were intimately connected. The bond between gods and humans was so strong, it birthed heroes and demigods. This fascinating chapter in our shared mythology is brimming with tales of extraordinary individuals who possessed both mortal and divine lineage. They were the living embodiment of the symbiotic relationship between the celestial and the terrestrial. Let's delve into some of these captivating tales. In Greek mythology, we find the mighty Heracles, son of Zeus, and the mortal woman Alcmene. Endowed with superhuman strength and courage, Heracles is best known for his 12 labors, a series of epic quests and challenges imposed upon him as penance for his actions. Moving towards the east, in Hindu mythology, we encounter the heroic figure of Rama, the seventh avatar of the god Vishnu. Believed to be the ideal man and king, Rama's life is depicted in the epic Ramayana, where he embarks on a quest to rescue his wife Sita from the demon king Ravana. Norse mythology gives us the tale of Sigurd, a legendary hero who was the offspring of mortal parents but had godly ancestors. Sigurd's most famous exploit involves slaying the dragon Fafnir and gaining wisdom and wealth beyond measure. These are but a few examples from the rich tapestry of myths and legends that highlight the unique bond between gods and humans. These heroes and demigods, often born out of divine intervention and human resilience, walked a path that bridged the gap between the mortal and divine. They faced incredible challenges, embarked on epic quests, and through their deeds, they shaped the world around them. Their tales are a testament to the extraordinary relationship between gods and humans. They serve as enduring reminders of a time when the boundary between the human and the divine was fluid and often crossed. A time when the gods walked among us and heroes were born of their union with mortals. As centuries passed, the divine presence among humans began to wane. The once vibrant tapestry of gods and goddesses started to fade into the background of human consciousness, replaced by a different understanding of the divine. This shift marked a significant turning point in the human-divine relationship, a transition from a world teeming with multiple gods to a more streamlined, monotheistic belief system. The Greek pantheon, the Norse gods, and the many deities of other ancient civilizations began to recede as monotheistic religions like Christianity, Islam, and Judaism took center stage. These religions brought a new perspective, focusing on a single omnipotent God rather than a multitude of divine beings. This shift not only transformed religious practices, but also reshaped the societal understanding of the divine. Parallel to this religious evolution, the world was also experiencing a revolution of reason. The blossoming of science and philosophy during the Enlightenment era encouraged a more rational and empirical approach to understanding the world. The divine, once considered an ever-present force in daily life, was now being scrutinized under the lens of reason and logic. Gods walking the earth became a concept of myth and legend rather than a reality of life. This gradual fading of the divine from the human realm didn't erase their impact, however. The gods may no longer walk among us, but their stories, their lessons, and their influence remain. They've become part of our cultural fabric, embedded in our literature, our art, and our collective consciousness. The divine may have faded from our daily lives, but their stories continue to inspire us. They serve as a reminder of a time when the mortal and divine realms intertwined, when gods walked the earth shaping our destinies. These ancient tales continue to captivate us, sparking our imagination and fueling our fascination with the mysteries of the past.